All right, well, what's happening, everybody? Hope you're having an amazing night. Thanks for tuning in. It's good to see so many faces on tonight. My name's Nick Martinez. For those of you that I have not yet met, live out in Minnesota. Been part of this ketone conversation now for 5 whole years. It's been incredible. It's been fun. One of the things that's been fun during it is just to watch the evolution of social media. I remember when I got started 5 years ago, there was this thing that just came out. Like, it literally launched probably, I don't know, the month before I got started to improve. It was called Periscope. Anybody remember Periscope? Periscope was a social media platform that allowed you to go live from wherever you were. And it was kind of fun because at the time, live didn't exist on Facebook. Live didn't exist in Instagram. Like, it wasn't a thing yet. But I remember all of these people hopping on Periscope. I remember it being like this crazy, like, is this for real? Is it fun? And I remember doing my first Periscope from Mexico and live, and I just had no idea what to do, no idea what to say, and I didn't fully understand it. Well, fast forward like 6 months, 8 months, Facebook ends up buying Periscope. Next thing you know, Facebook Live is a thing, and it goes from no one doing lives, no one feeling comfortable, thinking it's the weirdest thing to actually talk live, to all of a sudden everybody's doing it. And it's a great way to communicate and a great social media platform. And Facebook has really changed as a result of that. So what's fun tonight, our training tonight is going to revolve around a new social media platform, or newer. It's actually been around for a little bit, called Tik Tok. Raise your hand or give me some waves if you already have a TikTok account.
How do you spell that so that I can download it?
If you're not yet on TikTok, go like this. Who's not doesn't have a TikTok account? Maybe you have no idea what I'm talking about. That's okay, right? That's okay. Our goal tonight is not to create a fear of, oh gosh, what am I doing wrong? Why am I not there? It's truly not the purpose of it. Our outcome tonight is to hopefully introduce you to something that can not only be fun, right? Create a little spice in your life, create a little entertainment, but can also be a fantastic business tool if you choose it to be. So what you have to promise me, and I don't want this to be something that creates overwhelm or creates stress or makes you feel like you're missing out. That's not the outcome of this. What I do want you to do is, if you're inspired by what you hear tonight, if you're inspired by Scott, by Jody, by Keisha, by some of the stories that you hear, by kind of what they teach you, then go create a account and play with it. Have some fun. If you're on this right now and you're like, man, I just need something. I want a new opportunity, a new platform. I want to crush something, and I want to be able to utilize that to grow my business with. We'll take a whole bunch of notes. After this is over, go YouTube everything you can, learn everything you can, because as you do that, guess what? You'll start to learn this particular platform. You'll apply what you learned to everything that you're doing on social media, and it just will further enhance your authenticity and how you show up in these different platforms. So I really, really want to preface that I'm excited about TikTok. It's a fun app. It's a great way to connect. One of the powerful things about it is new. And I remember talking to, who was it? Nick Sarnicola, who's the part of the Vi group that became part of Prove It, and Blake Mallon. And they were talking about when Instagram kind of launched. I don't know if it was 2010, 2011, somewhere in that range, maybe a few years earlier. Nick was really resistant to it, right? Nick was not excited about it. However, Blake was the opposite. He was like, oh, this is fun. I'm going to go here. Like Nick said, no, Facebook's everything. Instagram's nothing. I'm going to focus on Facebook. But Blake went on Instagram, started this huge following. About a year later, Nick's like, maybe I should put a little bit of focus on. So I remember talking to Nick, and Nick said, if I would have just got with it, even 6 months earlier, even 3 months earlier, I would have been light years ahead, because there's something magical that happens when a social media platform like TikTok hits momentum. And there's a magic around, and you're going to hear Scott's story around being able to gain followers and grow a network a lot faster in that wave. I believe with TikTok, we probably have another 18 months. And in that 18 months, you'll be able to grow your following, grow your network very, very quickly, as opposed to 18 months from now, it'll probably be a pretty slow process because everybody is posting content. So think about that. Think about this as a long-term play. remember that to get good at anything, you're going to have to do a lot of it. And most of the people that I've seen create success, if you go back and scroll to the bottom of what they did, it wasn't like they just put one thing up and it just ran. It was a gradual process. So those are my 2 thoughts. I know Keisha, Jody, and Scott have a lot in store for you tonight. So I'm going to turn it over to you. First off, before I let them speak, here's what's cool. I remember Keisha back in May starts to talk about TikTok. And I remember Michael messaging me, what do you think of this? I'm like, it's something. He said, she's really into it. And for about a month, there wasn't a lot that came of it. Right, Keisha? It wasn't like she was putting videos up and next thing you know, she was signing up a bunch of customers. However, she was consistent. As a result, she had a couple of videos that went bananas, something about swaddling a little kid, I think was the video that made you TikTok famous. And just through consistency, it wasn't the fact that she had that video, but she didn't stop after it, right? That she kept going. I believe it was in July, she enrolled 70 plus customers. So think about that. If there was a way for you to do that and you didn't have to have knowledge about it before, one thing I love about you, Keisha, is I remember Michael saying, all she's doing right now is learning TikTok. I'm like, how is she doing that? He said, she's Googling it. She's YouTubing it. She's watching other people on TikTok, watching what they do. She's asking them questions. It's funny because I did the exact same thing before I became the Keto Dad, right? Before I created that social media presence, I asked, I learned, I Googled, I spent time like trying to figure it out. So Keisha has done that and she's learned a lot. And now she's even got mentors who she surrounded herself with who are part of our community as well. Jody kind of has the same story. I won't repeat myself twice. Hers was something about a watermelon. You have to ask her husband about that, but literally goes from, here's what's interesting. Jody's very, very strong when it comes to cold market talking to people. I don't think Jody has a cold market. Everybody's warm to her, right? She can walk into a mall and leave an hour later and have 8 new friends who are now interested in ketones. She's just got that gift. And when we were speaking back in March, right when quarantine happened, she was a little bit challenged. She was a little bit worried because she's like, Nick, my whole business revolves around me being in front of people. And right now I can't leave my house. And I remember having this conversation and she said, I need to learn social media. Guess what? She started to get consistent. I remember her messaging me in April saying, Nick, I got my first customer off of Instagram. I've never had this before. They didn't know me before Prove It. They followed me for a little bit and now they just bought ketones and she was fired up. And then as she and Keisha were working together and she's like, well, shoot, I guess this is working for Keisha. Keisha was trying to convince her to get on TikTok. She was resistant. Then she did it. Then she was consistent with it. It didn't take off overnight. She took plenty of time, effort, energy. She did it. And now literally like is hitting the multiplier by day 7 in the month. Day 7 hitting the multiplier. So it is something that can be super powerful. It is something that can shift your business. And it's something that there's a lot to learn about. So I'm going to shut my trap. And Keisha, I'm going to turn it over to you. Thank you guys for doing this training. I know it's been a long time in coming. People have been asking for it for months and I've been saying, no. And finally this week I texted Jody, texted Keisha, said, can we do this on Wednesday night? So here we are. Take it away, ladies.
Thank you. I'm actually going to turn it over to Jody because I am inspired to go do a TikTok. Just kidding. I literally get fired up. I'm like, okay, what can I create next? And I'm like, I got to text Scott and ask him. No, I appreciate it, Nick. I think.
Well, that was fast.
I was like, is it me or is it her? She's
Not the
frozen.
exact same thing.
Okay, awesome. I'll kind of take it over. So
I might have to have you start, Jody.
okay, no problem. Hey guys, this is awesome. There's like 166 of you. I love seeing all your beautiful faces. So I know Nick already asked you, but if maybe just put this in the chat if you've never done a TikTok, just so I can kind of see where everybody's at. So yeah, Nick is completely right. When quarantine hit and COVID hit, I was like, oh no, like I get customers in Target and now I have to wear a mask and no one wants to come near me. Like no one's going to ask me what's in my bottle and no one's going to want to talk to me. So I kept hearing this word pivot. Am I breaking up? I think it's you, Keisha. I might thumbs up for, okay. I kept hearing this word pivot and, let me just tell you guys, for those of you who are thinking right now, hey, I'm not a dancer, I'm not a singer, I'm not really even that fun of a person. That was kind of me. Like I'm a 43-year-old mom of 3. I have 3 teenagers. And I literally just said, okay, let me just try this platform. I watched Keisha do it. I watched her get really consistent. And sometimes I just think, hey, if they can do it, I can do it, right? Like it's everybody has a different temperament, skill set. Like the stuff I love to talk about isn't baby stuff. It's teenage stuff. It's my kids screaming, mom, mom, over and over while I'm, instead of picking up the glass of wine, I'm picking up the bottle. That's an actual TikTok I did. Like, so my TikToks, I thought, let me just reflect my life. So Donna says, Jody, you're fun. I don't know about that. But so, okay, true story. I paid my 14-year-old son $10 to help me make my first TikTok. I'm just going to be honest because I didn't know where to start. And like Nick said, if you scroll down to a lot of my very early TikToks, oh yeah, my husband's, he said, him and my oldest son said, you're not allowed to download it because of China. But I did it anyway because I didn't see anything happening bad to Keisha. So I downloaded it. I paid Jackson $10 to film my first TikTok. Like I didn't know what I was doing. And you guys, when you go to do your first TikTok, if you don't know what you're doing, it's fine. I promise you. There's nothing you can put out there that can go bad or wrong. Like it just can't. You may get 1 view, you may get 5. And here's the thing I've learned, that you learn this platform, at least for me, I learned the platform by just making the videos. Like I learned, oh, hey, if you put text at the bottom of the screen, your hashtags are going to cover everything you just tried to say so no one can see your recipe. Oops. Now, next time I know to put them up higher. So if you go back to my early TikToks, I mean, people are like, I can't even see your recipe because, it's all covered. And I'm like, oops. And here's the thing. I've never deleted a TikTok, and I'm sure Scott can talk about this probably more in depth. I've heard that it's good just to leave them, even if you're like, that wasn't my best one. So I've just left some of them on there. And here's what I started to do. Every night when I was cooking, I just started filming. I eventually learned you can take the sound off of the video. So if your kids are screaming or the dogs are barking, that's okay. You can just start filming, and there's a place called drafts where you can place your TikToks into, and you can talk over it when your house is quiet. So on some of my first couple videos, I didn't know that. So you hear background noise like crazy. And again, you guys, it's okay, because then you realize, now I know how to do that. So I just started doing, recipes, stuff I loved, stuff about my life, stuff with my kids. And then one day, Britton starts to cut up a watermelon. And you guys, here's the best thing about TikTok. Like, if you use the wrong knife for something, or you're doing a recipe and like your chicken doesn't look good, like it's not like cooked all the way, or you drop the watermelon on the floor or something, like everybody's like wants to like kind of point that out. And it's actually awesome for your video. So I filmed a video about my husband cutting a watermelon, and we had probably 300 comments like, oh my gosh, that's not the right knife. Oh my gosh, you spilled it all over the floor. Oh, I see watermelon already in the sink, or like hilarious comments. But that video got me, I guess they call it going viral, where you wake up and it's like, you're getting a lot of followers. That video got me a lot of followers. So, and it's okay, Amber, people are downright rude. You know what, here's the thing. Any comment is a good comment. Any comment is a good comment. And Scott's like, no. For me, it's like, I just tend to think like, I'm myself. I'm going to put it out there. Who knows if that person's having a bad day or all they're doing is scrolling TikTok. It's okay. Just put yourself out there. So when we were in Cabo at our mastermind and we did little breakup groups, I helped a couple people make their first TikTok. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Say my internet's unstable. And did you know, I'm looking at all you guys like right now, did you know that you can take a video that you already have in your camera roll and put it onto TikTok? Like if you have an adorable video Am I breaking up, Nick or Scott? I'm okay. If you have an adorable video of your child giggling in the back seat, like you can make that a TikTok. It doesn't have to be something you're like just going out to create, is one thing I've realized. For example, I put the video of my son coming home from college last weekend and surprising his siblings. And I set it to music and made it a TikTok, and it's like got 70 or 80,000 followers or views already on that video. And I just put it, just never know what's gonna like work and what's not gonna work. Like I've made some videos where I'm like, this is gonna be amazing. People are gonna love this video, and it gets like 10 views. And that's okay. So awesome. I don't know if we're gonna get into the nitty gritty. I really kind of want Scott to talk, because so here's the funny thing. My husband downloaded TikTok and he followed 2 people at first, and one of them was Scott D. Henry. And so one day I'm on a Zoom with Scott D. Henry, and I'm like, wait a second. Britton's like, I know who that is. I watch his videos all the time on TikTok. And my kids were like, I know who that is. And I'm going to be really honest with you guys. I don't watch a lot of TikTok. I just make them. So I'm gonna say it again. I don't watch a lot of TikTok. I just make them. I may see 1 or 2 that inspire me where I can copy the sound. But I'm also not about reinventing the wheel. Like I did a TikTok very similar to one that Keisha did about Keto Nat. Like I just refilmed it in my kitchen with my own kind of like style, my shaker, and obviously in my kitchen, and it did just as well as hers. So you can get ideas from other people, but here's one of those rabbit holes that you don't want to go through, is spending an hour watching TikTok and not filming a video for your TikTok. Scott's like, So like, I just want to just share that with you, because I've been working with some of the people on my team, and they'll just sit and watch TikTok, and I'm like, hey, look, just put out a video. Like if you spend 5 minutes doing that, it's better than an hour watching other people get lost in TikTok. I know Wendy's on here. I see her, like she used to be a bartender. So her TikTok's all about like making drinks and keto drinks and different recipes. So, you know, whatever you do. So I don't know what Scott and Keisha do. I was trying to do one a day. I have kind of fallen short of that. But just like your DMOs are posting on Instagram or posting on Facebook, 1 a day, I think, is, you know, just being consistent. I've heard 3 to 5 a day if you really want to grow your audience. So I'm going to toss it over to Scott, because I know those are probably questions he can answer. Is there such a thing as too many a day? So Scott, when was it, let's do a little Q&A real quick. When did you first join TikTok?
It's been 7.5 months.
7.5 months. Okay. And,
yeah.
And did you just do it for fun, or were you planning to have it launch a business, or?
No, I had no plan for it. I downloaded it because my 11-year-old stepdaughter was like, I want TikTok. And I said, no, it's a filthy, disgusting app where like half naked women shake their booties, and I don't want to see it, or I don't want you to see it. And so I downloaded it to see what it was all about, and kind of scrolled through it. And once I got past and I got into my age group of people where like it was just kind of funny, positive stuff, I was like, oh, I like this. I kind of really like this, and I want to do some of this as well. So I, scared to death, posted my first video, and then went and deleted the app off my phone because I felt like an idiot. I did. I deleted the app. Was like, I'm dumb. I'm 40 years old. What am I doing? This is a little kid's app. I'm like, I'm too old for this. This is stupid. Then I was like, but I like it. It's kind of fun. So I re-downloaded it, started throwing out a few other things. And yeah, they say up to 7, 8 a day if you want to really, really get growing. There is not too many a day. There are millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of users on this app. And if you get a handful to watch a few of your videos, the more you have out there, the more people are going to see it. You're not going to have this kind of crossover where people are like, oh, that's too many. That's too many a day. You're not going to have millions and millions of people seeing your videos that you put out. So throw out as many as you want. Have fun with it. I used to put out a bunch. And I am now between 1 and 3, maybe 4, if I'm seeing something funny a day. So that's kind of how I got started.
Awesome. And that was 7 months ago. And how many followers do you have now, Scott?
Oh, like 1.6 million. It's so dumb. I don't even know why. I'm a goof.
Well, let me ask you, if for somebody who's never done it, or they're a little scared, or maybe someone who's played around with it but hasn't really gotten the following, what would be your best tip or piece of advice for either the person who's just starting or the person who's maybe been doing it for 2 months? Like I know my husband has 21 followers and he's been doing it for a while. And I just, my advice was consistency. But what advice would you have for someone either brand new or someone who's, just kind of trying to grow their following?
Have fun. Have fun. Have fun. Be genuine. Be yourself. And find that little niche on TikTok that you vibe with and stick with it. One thing that I did, I didn't feel very comfortable being by myself. So I do a lot of duets. I love seeing what other people are doing and like try to copy it or add to their video. Or if they're singing a song, I've tried to sing with them. I have a horrible voice, but I've done a singing one for some dumb reason. And it was funny. Like I just sang with this person with a beautiful voice and I can't sing worth a lick, but I'll sing with you. I don't care. And that's a huge thing too. You can't really care what people think about you. You can't really be too critical of yourself. Just have fun. If you have to refilm it, revideo it, reshoot it, restart over, I will make 5 TikToks in 10 minutes and be done and throw them all out. I take no time on them. If it's funny to me, I'm gonna make it. If I see a funny sign, I'm gonna make it. And if I have a mess up in there, guess what? It's going on my TikTok. I'm posting it. I don't care. Just have fun, be genuine, and really don't care what other people say about you, even though like I have a lot of hate and it's been really hard lately, but I got to take my own advice and not worry about it. I've actually been terrified to post lately, but I still do.
Hey, what's crazy? Is like when you put yourself out there, you always get the haters. So I always think about like celebrities, those magazines where there's like the paparazzi, like making up lies because they put themselves out there, whether it's them acting or also TV shows, whatever. So I'm really proud of you. And I think you just prove it to them that you are real and you stay here in your heart and you'll impact a lot of people's lives.
Thanks. It's been goofy. I did a little dance yesterday. Michael. What's up, dude? I
put a TikTok up today, baby.
Did you?
Oh yeah.
I gotta go check it out.
The words got put in backwards and I messed it up.
Walking on water to the WAP was unreal.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So funny.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, Scott, is there any rhyme or reason to hashtags? I'm seeing that a lot in the chat. Like some people say, to get on the For You page, you have to hashtag, right?
Yeah, not necessarily, but there are like trending hashtags that you want to throw up. Even if it has nothing to do with your video, use one of the trending hashtags on every one of your videos. And you'll see the trending one when you go to write a caption on your video and you just put the hashtag symbol in, a list of hashtags will come up and you'll see a little flame next to the trending ones. Just use one of those randomly. Just use one of those randomly. And then, but then also use other hashtags that are like relevant to your video as well.
Yeah, that's a great tip. For example, the last one I posted, I hashtagged "Hey Angel" and "Denim for All" because they were the top 2 trending. But then I also hashtagged "reunion, siblings, class of 2020, moms," my stuff that had to do with my video. So, Emily, I've been watching you. I'm proud of you. Embarrass the heck out of yourself and have fun. Let me think.
Hey, I hate to go, but I have another Zoom. So.
No, Scott, I appreciate it so much. And you know what? A piece of advice a mentor gave to me, I'm just going to say it as you leave here. If you help one person better their life through what you're doing, then the 999 who have something negative to say about it, none of it matters. And you're helping way more than one person. And I am like so thankful and like for your heart and your heart to help others more than caring about what other people think about you. Trust me, I know that's not easy. Trust me, Keisha and I went through a lot of it when we started. So just not through TikTok, but anyway, I appreciate you so much. And tell Holly we say hi.
Thanks. I will. I appreciate it. And I saw one little comment down there that said, how do you incorporate ketones? As genuinely as I can. As genuinely as I can. I'm going to tell my story. And I've actually been afraid. I've been afraid to post about ketones because I don't want to lose followers. Now I don't give a crap. I'm going to I have a post I'm thinking about tomorrow morning where I'm going to tell my story. It's been very real to me, and I'm going to be genuine. I know people are going to hate me for it, and I don't care. So do that. Okay.
I love it.
Love you. Love you. I mean, that's powerful, you guys. That's just powerful to hear that somebody with 1.6 million followers still gets scared to put stuff out there or gets in their head about what to post. I think one of the most meaningful moments, where's Michael, was in Cabo. Michael's like I just don't know what's my thing? Like, what do I do? Like, even Michael Rutherford didn't know, but guess what? He just decided to do it. So, the one thing, if you just take one thing from tonight, just one thing, it's just go make one, just do it. And then you can kind of tweak it from there. So another tip about how I've attracted a lot of customers on TikTok is once you get over 1,000 followers, you can put your link, like you can hyperlink it in your profile. And so like I know Scott has a link tree, I have a link tree, which are free to make, and it just hyperlinks. And the other thing, once you get 1,000 followers, you can go live on TikTok. I don't know if you guys know this, and going live on TikTok is really pretty awesome because they don't stay there. So the first couple days of the month, when I'm running to hit the multiplier, by the way, Nick, I've hit it on the 5th 3 months in a row. So what I did was I sat live on TikTok, you guys. I sat live like this at my desk for over an hour, and I pretty much said the same thing for an hour to different people as they logged on and off. I shared my story as a mom. I shared what it was like having to be tired. I educated people on what the product was. So yes, I'm sharing ketones during my live. I'm not really doing much else, but you'll be so surprised. Every time I go live, I get orders. So getting to that 1,000 follower, I think is really, really huge, because then you can go live. And that's super, super fun. Another thing that I'm just going to be honest with you, like on my other social media platforms, I've always kind of done more of making people curious about ketones, right? We've been told like our first post, like, love this magic drink, but maybe not say what it is. I've personally found the opposite on TikTok. Like the more I just say what it is and why I love it and why it helps me, people are asking about it. People are wanting to order it. So yes, the curiosity is a factor, but also just like I know Scott did one, he did a live just drinking keto up and he got the questions about it. But I think Keisha can attest too that she's kind of just got really bold about the product too, whether it's showing her opening the packet into a bottle or talking about the benefits, slam them with it. I love it. I mean, it's crazy. I think I had 50 customers just from one video last month. So, I mean, just go for it. If you're loving ketones, tell them why. But Keish, what?
I am here. Am I frozen?
No.
I don't know if you were teeing me up or what. Yeah, I mean, all of those are great tips. I hope you guys are taking notes. There's no, like Jody was saying, you can't say the wrong thing to the right person, regardless if doing TikTok, Facebook, or reaching out. You know, for me, I did start following people on TikTok that kind of shared with me tips and tricks, and some of those for me, and we'll do a more, I know Nick was talking about doing more of an in-depth TikTok training. This is more basic, but finding your niche is really key. So I've noticed the ones of my videos that got more views, I looked at what time of day I posted, what hashtags I use, and now I'm known as like this new mom with mom hacks. So I try to add value by doing mom hacks on TikTok and sprinkling in ketones, and now more so the business opportunity. So I always say, like, utilize it because the algorithms aren't as strict as Facebook or Instagram. It's very helpful is obviously if you're consistent. There's no like I almost said Scott said you can't post too many, but just getting content out there, it's a great way to create. If your kid says something funny, maybe you hashtag funny kid or hashtag, whatever is specific to your niche. Liz Grant, you can actually search in TikTok how to use TikTok, and it will teach you how to edit. It will teach you how to put text on the videos. It will teach you all little cool little things. Like one thing you might see on people's videos, sometimes the actual TikTok branding, you can actually take that off your video. So that's a fun little tip I've been doing. So if you post a video and it's in your profile of your TikTok, go to that video you posted, click on the 3 dots on the bottom and click save as a live photo. And then what that does is it saves the video as a photo in your phone. And then when you click the photo in your phone, save it again as a video, and it takes the branding of TikTok off of your video, which is pretty cool. I like that because TikTok
Really
goes
cool.
over your face and stuff when you repost it on Facebook or Instagram.
That's what I was just going to say. Like, not only are you creating something for TikTok, but now you have something for your Instagram story or your Instagram.
Exactly. And you're not branding TikTok.
Yep.
Yep. Like Scott said, hashtags. So find a trending hashtag. So you just type the hashtag in the content part and it will pull up the trending ones. I typically just do one of them. Like the one today, I was just doing it. It's hashtag pet something. What does it say? Hashtag pet things. Has nothing to do with my video. It's me opening ketones. And then I just put a trending song. So if you go to music and you see TikTok viral songs, use one that's in the top 10. Some of them are pretty gangster, so choose one that's to your liking. And then obviously, if you film in the TikTok app, that's very helpful too for your videos to get more views because TikTok wants you to use the app. So I do filming outside of TikTok sometimes on my camera because I'm just not in the place to be on my TikTok. However, it's very valuable. Scott was telling me to do the videoing in your TikTok, and you can save it to draft so you can go back and edit it later. So I saved mine in draft. So when you're doing the TikTok, you go next, and then this left side of your phone, it says drafts, and save it for later. Once you post it, you can't take it down. You can't edit it. So if you mess up on the text, it's okay. We're not perfect. You're going to mess up with the text or spell things wrong. What TikTok doesn't like you doing is deleting your video. So just make sure you either put it on private when you decide you don't want that video up anymore, but don't delete it.
Yeah. My watermelon video that went viral, I spelled the word perfect wrong. It's like perfect. Yeah. And I got a lot of slam for that, but it was, well, yes, when you spell things wrong, they go viral. Mandy Mitchell, for those of you who know who she is, she did this chicken recipe, and when she cut open the chicken, it was a little pink. She put it out there anyway, and she had like 500 people go, "Your chicken's not done." She's like, yes.
Liz said, what are codes for scripts? I'm not sure what that means.
Somebody put they use codes. So if somebody else asked me how I follow up with them, so the thing I've learned with TikTok is you can't message somebody unless they're following you. Yeah. So it's not like Instagram or Facebook where you could message someone who's not your friend and it goes in the other folder. Like you literally can't get a message to them. So if they've made a comment on my video, I try to follow them. If they don't follow me, I can't message them. So I reply to them right in the comment, like, hey, check out my link in my bio or text me. And I have put my cell phone number. I also have another cell phone number that I use in a texting app that I sometimes put. But it's kind of like up to you to make sure you comment back to those people. I've had way more success with that. And trying to get them on the phone. That's something that Eva taught me in the very beginning when she started to have a lot of success with her videos. And when I say success, meaning they were getting a ton of views and people were asking her questions, she immediately said, like, here's my cell. It might be you. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't have a free texting app. Natalie actually paid for one. That's
I think she's talking about the codes, maybe the shortcut codes where you in your phone, iPhone or Android users can create messages and save them in your phone. And then it basically copies and pastes it to a response. So it's a faster, because the more engagement you have with people in comments and or following people and or messaging people, you get more notice in the For You page. So I think that's what she's talking about. I have scripts that I use. So like if I like a script would be, they're like, well, where can I get them? And I literally, my script is me check out my link in my bio to learn more or send me a message. That's saved in my phone. So when I type in the shortcut, send me message, it copies that phrase and puts it on there for me. Yes, I think that's what it's called, keyboard shortcuts. It's in your phone in your settings under general. If you have an iPhone, it's amazing. It's a game changer for my business in general. But when you're trying to get quick responses so you get more noticed, those have literally changed my life. Yeah, both phones have it.
Here's another comment too that I heard a lot from the people I was actually learning from in Cabo who are doing really well on TikTok, is it's not necessarily the number of followers you have, it's kind of the quality followers. And Donna kind of taught me this too. Like the quality of the people, like if you have people who are like you and you're attracting, like, hopefully I'm not attracting 13-year-old girls. Like, I don't want that. I want to be attracting 40-year-old moms who are tired, who have teenagers, who can relate to my life, who watch my videos with my kids, who watch my recipes, who watch me drink wine. Like, I want to kind of, it's the same as Facebook, like just that type of attraction marketing. I also saw the question, which is a great question. They're like, how did you get Scott to try ketones? So I love this, you guys. It's ACE, right? Attract, connect, enroll. Like if there is any magic in this business, it's that simple system. So, you know, Donna shares and attracts somebody on TikTok who works with Scott and, you know, reached out to him, and guess what she immediately did? She got him on a call with Michael Rutherford. Connect, connect, connect. Here's what the product is. So you think of TikTok as just another tool for that attract piece in your life, right? For you to build a following. It's not like, you know, Jill, that's great. 829 is great. Honestly, if you make 1 to 3 videos a day, Jill, for the next week, you should have over 1,000 followers. The ones that did really well for me in the beginning was anything that was a hack. Like, I Googled like kitchen hacks. Again, I don't like to reinvent the wheel. Can anybody else feel me? So it's the same kind of social media tips we give for Facebook. If you're adding value, like if you're teaching someone how to fold a fitted sheet, or best tips for better sleep, or that type of attraction marketing that Ashley Salvatore talked about on our playbook promoter training. If you guys didn't watch that, it's phenomenal. But that type of adding value. So if you want to make a TikTok that people are like, oh, that's awesome, like Google hacks in the kitchen. Like I did one with the aluminum foil box and how to pop the ends in. Took me 15 seconds to make that TikTok. And people are like, oh, that's awesome. How to cut the perfect watermelon, how to pick the perfect watermelon, like things I already do or things I've Googled, and I just film them. So those are also some really good ideas. I know my husband's on here. He's always on TikTok looking for recipes. So the easiest thing you can do as you're building your following is keep your phone in your kitchen. Most of us cook at least 1 meal a week. Like whatever you're doing, it doesn't matter what sound is going on in the background because you can take it off, but just start filming, like put the ingredients on, show you making your favorite dish. Is it your favorite family dish? You know, that's been something I've been doing now too. But okay, I love that, Dawn. So she has 15 in her drafts. So like Keisha said, I don't know, maybe this will be helpful if I hold up the phone to show you. Like literally, if you download the app, there's a plus here. And when you press the plus, that's where you film your TikTok video. You can flip the camera just like you can when you're filming any type of video. And when you hold down the button, I'm just going really basic here, you guys, because like I literally needed this myself. When you hold down the button, it films. When you pick up your finger off the button, it stops filming. Okay, so I can film something like here. I can film all you beautiful people. I'm holding down the button and I'm filming, and then I can stop it, and then I can flip the camera and I can film myself, lift my finger up, flip it again, film you guys. And once I'm done with that, there's a red check mark. And if you check it and like say I'm not ready to do anything with it, you just click next, like Keisha said, and click drafts. I'm telling you, if you have a teenager, ask them, they'll teach you how to do it. If you have a neighbor who has a teenager, ask them, they'll teach you how to do it. If you have anybody on your team that you can do a smaller group Zoom where you can interact and do it, do it. I've been doing some private meetups at my house. It's been really good too. The timer is good. So here's the other tip I learned really fast. So if you're filming, you have a choice of filming a 15-second video or a 60-second video. And when I say 60 seconds, it doesn't have to be 60, but it will cut you off after 60. When I say 15 seconds, it doesn't have to be 15, but it will cut you off at 15. So if you think your recipe is going to be longer than 15, use the 60. That's just a big tip that I could have used to not cut off like half of the first things I did.
And if you can make it 15, TikTok wants shorter videos, because think about how quick people are scrolling through TikTok.
Yep.
I heard that too. Amber was telling me too, I know we kind of briefly talked about finding your niche with hashtags. It's specific to the people that TikTok puts you in front of. So if I'm using mom life, hashtag mom over 30, hashtag new mom, hashtag new mom over 30, hashtag new mom on TikTok, it's going to people in the For You page. I'm going to be in their For You page because I'm specifically speaking to the women over 30 or the moms over 30, the new moms. Does that make sense? So I see a lot of people using the FYP or the For You, hashtag For You page. No. You want to use specific to who you are and the type of audience you want to be put in front of and attract. Right, Amber? I think she's frozen, or I'm frozen.
I see a thumbs up. Yeah, for sure.
Cool.
Like I said, I don't want the 13-year-olds following me. Yes, no, Natalie, do not use those hashtags. Use the ones specific to who you want to follow.
Who you want to, yeah. And actually, Amber, if you can come on mute, Amber has 110,000 followers too. Maybe you have a tip or two that you can share with us that's been helping you on your TikTok journey.
Yeah, so my name's Amber. I live in Oregon, and I have a great following in the weight loss industry. I had gastric sleeve surgery and about 7 months ago, and I've learned how to attract people that are also interested in weight loss surgery into like my following. So I have like a really good corner market on it, and hashtags are super important. Trending hashtags are good if you're just like wanting to have one video go viral. But they're not so good if you're really just trying to build a following of people in your corner. So if your goal is to, okay, this is the best video ever, I want it to go viral, I'm going to put all these huge hashtags on it because it's so awesome. Well, it's just, there's a chance that it could just go out, but is it going out to the right people? No, it's going to go out to random people. So your hashtags are your way to communicate to TikTok who you want to talk to. Who are you wanting to talk to? So if I'm looking through TikTok and I'm pausing on videos that are about ketones or about keto, then I'm telling TikTok that I'm interested in that. So TikTok is going to see hashtags that have to do with ketones or keto, and they're going to say, all right, that matches the type of videos this person's looking at. So I'm going to put them on her For You page, if that makes sense. So that's kind of how the hashtags work and the For You page works. I mean, it's much more complicated than that. That's just a really simple way to describe it. So,
hey, Amber.
Thank
Nice
you.
to meet you.
Yes.
I'm Jody. So I shared ketones with Keisha originally.
Yeah.
But so let me ask you a question, because you're amazing at this.
Not really. I've been doing it for a year, and I've just I read a lot about it and I try.
Perfect. Well, hey, I'm a learner all the time. So you've been doing it for about a year. What's your best tip for people on how to grow their audience?
Just really don't try to go big, try to go small and try to grow one step at a time. Well, I don't know if it's called a niche or a niche, but I've heard it both ways. I usually say niche. But I would just try to really focus on your niche. I wouldn't go with huge hashtags. Bigger the hashtag is not necessarily better, because you're going to be competing with bigger TikTokers. I would try to go, so like when your hashtags pull up, it'll tell you how many, it'll tell you in the millions or billions how big that hashtag is. I wouldn't go for the billions because you're not going to be able to compete at that level. I would go for the middle of the road hashtags and really make sure that they're really like in your niche about what your content's about. And that way they're going to show up on the For You page of the people that are watching those type of videos. And yeah, right now I'm like black booked, or what's it called, shadow blocked or something, because somebody was spamming my account. And spamming somebody's account is when somebody goes through your account and just likes your videos one after another without really watching them. And I recently had like 5 or 6 people do that. So it's when you get all these notifications that say like, Amber Horn liked this video, this video, this video, this video, like 1 second after another. That's spamming somebody's account, and they think they're doing something nice for you, but they're actually telling TikTok that they're like trying to cheat the system. And then you get shadow banned. You get shadow banned. So I'm a little bit shadow banned right now, meaning that my videos aren't going to the For You page as much. And I can see that through the analytics. But so my videos are really struggling at the moment, the last 3 or 4 days. But I would just really try to stick in your niche. Use the ketones is probably too big of a hashtag. You're probably going to be competing against some pretty high level TikTokers. I would try to be like ketone drink, or drink ketones, or they'll just start popping up, and it'll tell you right over here how many millions or billions of hits it's getting. So I would,
so helpful.
Sorry, just go for the middle of the road, and then maybe
that's
3 or
so
4.
helpful.
Yeah.
Seriously, thank you. That's so helpful. I hope you guys are taking great notes. I know Nick texted me, said he's ready to close out the call. Nick, are you there? Thank you, Amber. We love you. Appreciate you. Hopefully we'll see you.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Keisha. Thank you, Jody, Scott,
Thanks,
Amber.
Jody.
Can y'all hear me? Not if you can hear me. All right, perfect. So I've been taking notes on an envelope because that's all that was in front of me. But here's what's awesome. Everything that you just heard, I see a lot of the questions, and I watch a lot of your faces as this is going on, and it's fascinating to me. Because usually the brain wants to go in a few different places. There's a few of you that are like, oh, this is so exciting. I'm really excited. There's a whole bunch of you that go into overwhelm mode of like, oh gosh, I don't understand. How do I do that? How do I do that? I don't get it. What is the hashtag? And you begin to go in this spiral. So I don't want you to leave this Zoom in that state. I have 5 steps for you written down on my little sheet here, and I'm going to give you your next 5 steps for what to do now. And if you're already on TikTok and you're already crushing it, you can probably apply what I'm about to tell you. So take good notes. Number 1, hopefully you've already done this. Download the app, right? Download the app. That's simple. Number 2, create an account. Hey, we can all do that. Number 3, do a video. If you don't know how, I'm going to show you a secret. This is how I learn a lot of stuff in life. You can apply this to TikTok or anything. I'm going to share my screen. Watch this. I just typed into the good old Google, how to make TikTok video. And guess what? There's a beginner's guide for it that's 5 minutes long. I guarantee you, if you go here and you binge watch some how-to tutorials, that's why we're not spending the entire Zoom going through click this button, click this button, click this button. Everything that I know I've done through watching tutorials on how to do TikTok. I wanted to learn, I click on it. Guess what? You could watch a new one daily and learn something new. So my encouragement to you is watch one of these, then do a video. Then the next day, go find another person that looks like they know what they're doing. Watch them for 5 minutes. Don't spend 10, don't spend an hour. 5. That's what I'm giving you, 5. And then if you do that consistently over the course of a month, guess what? You'll be a TikTok expert, right? The people that are putting those videos on there, they're not anything special. They just know how to use YouTube and they've learned how to use TikTok. All right. Number 4 is determine your niche. You've heard that said a few different times. What is your niche? And I think this is powerful because if you just post a whole bunch of just random stuff, you're not going to gain like a following. Facebook is like, hey, who are you in life? But when we do a lot of Facebook training, we talk about like, what are 4 areas of your life that you're really passionate about? So think about that in the world of TikTok. Do you love making food? Awesome. Are you the mom hack person? Awesome. Are you the designer? Are you the dog person? Are you the travel person? What are you? And it's interesting, as I've spent time on different TikTok videos, next thing you know, I start to see all sorts of those videos show up. People that are into fitness. Guess what? I clicked on a few. Next thing you know, now I'm seeing all of these fitness workouts that you can do in 60 seconds. It's hilarious. So what is that niche going to be? And then you can start to, as long as it's authentic to you, you can start to add in ketones as you go. But what I would really recommend is focus on putting content out there before you start talking about ketones. A lot of us are like, oh, I just want to go sell ketones on TikTok. I hear they got all these customers. Well, if you look at it, and this is number 5, after finding your niche, number 4 is your niche. Number 5 is either give value or entertain. Like if you're on TikTok, usually you're seeing one of those two. Either you're being entertained by somebody or you're giving value. Now, those are huge. Like if you don't look at the video and you're like, oh, that was really fun or funny or exciting, or hey, somebody got some great value from that. Well, it's probably not going to create a lot of juice in your TikTok following. So the last little bonus tip, and Jody said this earlier, is super powerful. It's you can be a content creator or you can be a content consumer, but it's hard to do both. It's hard to do both. Trust me. You can go spend an hour tonight on TikTok and go completely brain dead, laugh your face off, have a great time, but it ain't going to grow your business. And here's why it's so, right now, why this platform is so simple to grow on. It's because most people are doing just that. They're consuming content. You want to be one of the 1% or one of the probably 1/10%. It's go create the content that other people are consuming. Somebody told that to me way back before we started on Facebook, before Prove It. You can either create content or you consume it, but it's very hard to do both. I applied that. And to this day, when people say, Nick, have you, did you see my live? Nick, did you see my post? Honestly, I don't know what a lot of you are doing because I don't have time to go scroll Facebook or to scroll Instagram or to scroll TikTok. Be the person that isn't in the know of everybody else's life because you're too busy adding value to other people, right? That's the absolute truth of how this works. So I hope you guys got value out of tonight. It was a lot of fun. This will be the first of other Zooms that we do on TikTok where we can get into more questions and that kind of stuff. Follow those steps. And I'm telling you, you can have some fun with this platform and you can create some attraction. Look at it as a long-term play. Remember, we are farmers, not hunters. It's not like, hey, I didn't get any customers yet and you've been doing this for a week. If you've been doing this for a year and you haven't gotten any customers yet, then come talk to me. We can work on some stuff. But keep it simple and just do it. So thank you, Keisha. Thank you, Jody. You guys are awesome. Appreciate all of you. Thanks, everyone, for being on. Have an amazing night, and we'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.